Hello there. So I think I'm looking super geek chic. I have my surgery hair in. I had the hairdresser put in, what do you call them? Braids. She said that this would be best. And then she made them look cute at the ends as well. My husband really likes them as well. He wants me to get more braids. So I'm taking you for a walk because where I live, there is a super big hill which I always avoid walking up because part of my congenital heart defect is the fact that I get out of breath when walking up stuff, which obviously I didn't know I had a congenital heart defect until just a couple of months ago. I just thought I was unfit despite doing Pilates and kickboxing, and see, I'm already out of breath, and that was on the flats. Kickboxing, Pilates, riding my bicycle, going for walks every weekend with my dogs. What else do I do? Swimming, aquafit. I just thought it was super unfit. So that's the flat road I've just come off. And yeah, I'll show you the road we're about to go up to. So this isn't the hill. There is way more hill around the corner. Whoops, as I stick my fingers in and out. So the reason is I wanted to see how fit I will get afterwards, because I like to document things. I'm a bit scientific. Did my watch even turn on? Oh my god. This is terrible, right? It's daylight and I can't see my watch face. I'll have to remove all this, won't I? Woo! Brightness, there we go. So I'm going to log for scientific purposes, and sorry if you see my nostril hairs and my wrinkles. I'm going to log for scientific purposes where my heart rate is at right now. It's a very quiet estate I live on. No one's going to run me over just yet. Blood pressure, that's it. Blood pressure. Oh, whoops. Let's do this. I've got to sit still. I'm standing. I'm waffling. This takes forever. But it gives me a chance to catch my breath, which I already need to do. And I'm not sure if the reason I'm out of breath is because my heart is having to work too hard, or because I only get the oxygen from one of my lungs, because my other pulmonary veins to my other lung never actually formed, and that is my problem. So 101 over 63, that's quite low for today, and 91 beats per minute. Let's go have a walk. And one of the best ways to tell if you're operating within your fitness level is whether you can maintain a conversation. Which when I took up running when I was 30, I'm now almost 50. Hard to believe, I know, with these childlike pigtails in, but yeah, when I took up running, it took ages for me to get to the point where I could chat to the person I was walking with. So, can you see how far up the hill we've come so far? Not that far, and already I can feel out of puff. I'll tell you the other thing that you get as well with this, and again, I wonder, is it because I don't get the right oxygen around my body, because I only get the left lung's worth of oxygenated blood, because the right lung is going straight back into my heart. You can already tell we have walked not very far. I wonder if that also impacts my muscles, because it really hurts. My muscles are exhausted already. I also feel dizzy, which again is hypoxia, which is, woo, not getting enough oxygen. So let's keep going. But, oops, I'm crampy, which again isn't good. By the way, it's February. If you're joining us, I'll show you. I'm taking a break. Do you know what? We'll go straight to the top. I'll tell you about that place on the way back down. But yeah, this was my idea. Record this. See how out of breath I get. Oh my god. Coming up here and do it again in 12 weeks, and then 6 months, and 9 months, and 1 year. And let's see the difference. Let's prove that this was the problem all along. Let me show you the hill. Now that's the hill. I don't know if you can even see the gradient, but the cars, when they come down, woo, hold the phone, Alexandra. The cars are screaming, getting down here. I don't know if anybody could walk up here without getting out of breath, but my level of breathlessness is another whole level. I want to show you these while we're going up. I've been to the top of that hill over there. Oh, ow, I just hit myself in the head with a bush. And that one over there. I live, ouch, a very hilly place. That's a national park, which is 150 meters from my home. And as you can see from the pictures, let's have a look. It's straight up. That doesn't even give you an idea, but to me, bad boys and mountains. I am gonna make it. There is literally no energy in my legs. I spent my whole last 10 years plus since having Thea, and I had a lot of birth problems, which meant I didn't walk for a long time. I spent a lot of time saying, we'll go for a walk on the flat, because I would get so out of breath. And bear in mind, I am fit and active and almost 50. This is not how anybody should be. This is a man running past me. You'll see him in a minute. Hola. He's way older than me. Okay, I'm nearly at the top. I feel like Rocky when he climbs to the top. Oh my god, my back hurts. There we go. I made it. Okay, quick check. These watches, they're brilliant. Hopefully no carpenter on the corner. Ah, it says stand still. Oh my god. My heart rate is currently, it is all over the place. Okay, it's stabilising. I actually have extremely quick recovery. Wow, 109 over 65, 121 beats per minute. So that means my blood pressure is still really low, and my beats per minute are not excessively high. And yet, I'm out of breath. That cough should have told me years ago something was wrong. I've had that since we moved here in 2016, and I just thought it was due to the weather and stuff like that. It's very windy here today. But no, it's not. It's due to these lungs. And so let's measure this bad boy for one last time, because it's always scientific. Because I'm always, when I'm teaching my daughter, I'm always like, we have to do this scientifically. So, ooh, can you see that? As the phone goes up and down, and as I say, I do have extremely quick recovery from doing exercises like this, but being out of breath, it makes you feel so garbage. My relationship, look at that, 88 beats per minute, it's already down. So in other words, on paper, I am fit and healthy. But in reality, something is desperately wrong. I was doing Aquafit 2 weeks ago. I haven't exercised apart from walking for 2 weeks. I was doing Aquafit, and that is like an old lady sport, and I love my old ladies that do it with me. We have a great time, but it's very chilled out. My heart rate hit 194, and it was that for, oh, palpitation. It was that for over 15 minutes. It was that for over 15 minutes, so I had to stop all or further exercise. There is no way on God's planet that I was doing anything that justified 194 beats per minute. And to put that into perspective, the maximum at my age I should hit is 163. Not even my husband, who's 11 years younger than me, is supposed to be hitting those levels. It's basically heart attack zone. So that's not good. So even though you can look fit and healthy, and this is a problem with pulmonary hypertension, you look fit on the outside, but you do these breathing and this coughing and you get tired and palpitations. So I'm going to show you something now. There is a hill where does it look like a hill or a mountain? It's called the Mongo, and everybody climbs up to the top and has beer and champagne and other stuff on it. It's a hell of a climb. It's kind of really silly and dangerous, but everybody does it. And it's kind of a thing about living here. My husband and daughter have done this side where they walked up the back, which doesn't look as bad, but it's still super steep to over here. And then they went up the spine of it. I've never been up it, obviously. Why would I walk up a giant hill when I can barely breathe just walking across the spine of it at the back when we go for walks? Plus, as you've already seen, I get dizzy and I can't trust myself not to fall over. So I've never done it. But you know what? When you live here, that hill falls you all the time. And I think even if I walk up the back of it, which is a lot safer, I think I should do that within 1 year of making this video with you guys. I need to walk up that hill. And I'll walk back up this one a few times with you as well and let you know how I'm going, because if you have a loved one who's having these operations, or you're going through having PAP-VR, Scimitar syndrome as I've got, or any of that stuff, it's good to know that there are other people out there too, and what the experience is really like, because you can watch all the programs and films you like, but it doesn't beat the reality. And my way of coping with stuff is making documentaries, blogging and sharing it all. I did it with COVID and my vagina operations, because yes, it all got damaged when I had my massive daughter. So yeah, I mean, I've always documented stuff. It's my coping mechanism. So thank you for coming with me for my walk. As you can see, I'm now back to normal. Guaranteed after this there's more stupid palpitations and other, but yeah, the outward appearance of my heart is that it's super healthy, but the not being able to breathe and the dizziness and the other stuff tells it totally. And the joints, you see now we're walking downhill, none of my joints hurt, my legs don't feel like two pieces of lead strapped to the bottom of me. I feel okay, but I want to be able to make it to the top of that hill and feel normally out of breath, and probably have my heart show that I have actually exercised, because what it showed me there is that I got my beats per minute up, but then the rate of my heart doesn't do anything. I mean, that is pretty low blood pressure, but maybe that's down to the tablets they've got me on, although I'm very swollen today. That's another thing. This is where I got most of my weight from, my heart not working. In the end, I think that was the biggest symptom, was that I suddenly started getting edema. But I've been swollen here for 8-9 years. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to sign off. My operation is in 2 days. I leave for Madrid tomorrow. I'm just packing, getting my house clean, and chilling out. My friend asked me, are you not scared about the operation? I'm like, no, you have to have it done. I don't really have any choice, because what happened there is going to get a lot worse. Like, I no longer can exercise like a normal human being now, and for someone who's finally got back to exercising, that's really depressing. I really miss visiting the gym and doing the core sticks and the boxercise and the other stuff. I really miss it. So it needs fixing. But I tell you what I am scared of. What? Scared? Yeah, maybe. I don't want the pain. And God, does it look painful, like the slicings of my heart and my chest being cut wide open and pulled apart. And that looks like it's going to be super painful, and all those goddamn needles and other bits and bobs. I really reached my pain threshold the last time I went to Madrid, and I only had 5 cannulas put in, and everything became super painful. It became very pain sensitive. So seeing the anaesthetologist tomorrow, we can discuss that. Final thing, period turned up today. I wouldn't mind, but it's 3 days early, and it's actually 8 days early because it's gone completely off track. So I've also got to discuss that with them. So that's going to be fun, because I can't change enough of myself come Monday. The joys of surgery and being a woman. Anyhow, I'm back to my gate, and can breathe like a normal human being again. So thank you for joining me for a walk, and I hope that next time we go, it is significantly better, because then I'll know the surgery was really worth it. Bye for now.